I want to get to the Lady Vols. The Lady Vols, whew, I think they're a bright spot in this athletic department. What do you think about the Lady Vols to this point under Kim Caldwell, who just, I don't know, she seems to have it together. And I've been around pregnant women before, and that is not always easy. But man, I'm impressed. I wonder how that might affect her. But this program looks raring to go.
Oh yeah, they balled out. They beat Texas A&M on the road, 91-78 Thursday night. Texas A&M's not a great team, but they're 7-6, and on the road in SEC basketball always counts for something. And they did it with elite 3-point shooting again. You know, I told you guys that Kim Caldwell, and I keep saying this, when she built this team at the beginning of the year, she was limited in how she could assemble her roster because she had to go with, she likes to run tempo and shoot the three ball. But at the SEC level, she was also going to need size. So she needed size, athleticism, and 3-point shooting. And she couldn't get it all, so she went for size and athleticism, banking on the idea that with more open looks from those two in her system, that 3-point shooting would improve. Well, it has. After setting an NCAA record for 3-point shots made in a game a week ago, they come out, start SEC play, going 10 of 23, 43.5% from three. Jewel Spear was the star. She's from Texas, right outside of Dallas, and at College Station, went 6 of 8 from three, scored 20 points. But the real story is on the glass. Tennessee had 21 offensive rebounds to Texas A&M's 9, and that's where the size and athleticism comes into play.
Let me ask you this. They make a change from Kelly Harper. They go to Kim Caldwell, and let's say the first day you heard her name, you don't know anything about her, okay? Just the Lady Vols in and of themselves making solid hires that you would hope they would make with the new person, Kim Caldwell. And this roster, when you looked at it, what did you think they were? Did you think they were an NCAA tournament team, win one game, Sweet 16, 8-4 championship? What did you think? And then don't tell me what you think now, because I want to get what you think now, and then I want to transfer it to what I believe after watching this program.
I think Kim Caldwell, I think this program is, I'll just say it, you can say this about men's. I don't know if on the women's side you can say like the sexiest program in women's basketball. That just sounds a little, I think it sounds a little off.
Sound bad?
I'm
sexy.
Okay. It is like, I mean it the way I would talk about a men's football program or basketball program. It's the sexiest program in women's basketball, guys, right now, because it is, you're talking about the most historically successful program, like the blue blood of women's college basketball, now being trendy and bringing in a new era and like being the up-tempo fun team. Danny White struck gold with the hire of Kim Caldwell. I mean, he struck gold.
Caleb, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that there's nothing sexy about men or women running up and down the court playing basketball. So if you want to call their style of play sexy, you're completely in the clear. Now, I mean, there's nothing, you played basketball. There's nothing cool about that. Bodying up against guys, especially if your shirts or skins, but they don't do that at the women's level. All right. So now was Caleb. I used to hate that. Did you not used to hate when you were shirts? It wasn't because I was fat. It was just because I didn't want to body up against others.
No, you don't want to body a dude on skins. Yes, it was like disgusting.
I don't want any part about that.
Apparently, right. You know that, by the way, Nick Saban would hold basketball like scrimmages with his staff in the all season, and it was always shirts and skins, but he never ever would be skins.
Of course not. You think if you not play basketball and we had to be shirts and skins, that I'd be?
Yeah, well, Nick Saban was apparently he was a very competitive basketball player in the all season with his staff.
I'd say that dude is competitive when it comes to making great coffee. All right. So now what does Caleb think of the Lady Vols after seeing them so far this season? Has his prediction thoughts changed? Last look brought to you by Drs. Campbell, Cunningham, Taylor, and Hahn. Why Banks and Jones? And that's Drs. Campbell, Cunningham, Taylor, and Hahn.
The first step to better vision is to visit ccteyes.com. The information you need is easy to access, and setting an appointment is as simple as clicking the tab. Drs. Campbell, Cunningham, Taylor, and Hahn, and Eye Care Optical at CCTI.
All right, so Caleb, compared to your expectations pre-Caldwell, what do you think now of this Tennessee basketball? We'll check in on the poll question here momentarily. Give me some thoughts.
They have the potential to make an Elite Eight run, honestly. And I thought this was an NCAA tournament team. I see a potential Elite Eight team. And I mean, guys, we could be looking at a national title team in just 2 years. Look at her recruiting right now. She's loading up on the recruiting trail. This program is back, and it's back with a vengeance. And I think it's going to be, Tennessee UConn was the rivalry for a long time, but it was like it's two separate conferences, different parts of the region. Now with what South Carolina, what they're doing, Tennessee, South Carolina is about to become the biggest rivalry in women's college basketball. And that's going to be fun because South Carolina plays and dominates the way the Pat Summitt way, the old school way, defensive rebounding. Tennessee's dominating, even though they're the old school program, they're dominating, as you would say, Dave, the Nouveau Riche way. And
yes,
you know what it's like? You know what Tennessee's doing? You know what it's like? When Oklahoma, which was always a defensive, slow it down football team, hired Bob Stoops, and then they became an offensive juggernaut. They just started focusing solely on offense. Which is totally antithetical to what Oklahoma always was about. That's what Tennessee's kind of.
Somebody on the message board is saying that one of us needs to brush our teeth. I brushed my teeth this morning. Caleb, do you want to brush your teeth?
Yeah, but I'm rubbing my mouth out because I got a cold. So yeah, you know what? Sue me.
Oh, feeling good. All right. So when it's all said and done, this Lady Vols team will do what, Caleb?
I'm going to stay Sweet 16 right now.
That's kind of where I am too. I thought you might tweak it up. I didn't know that they were going to win more than one game in the NCAA tournament before I saw what Kim Caldwell has done. So it's exciting. It's going to be fun to watch.